YouTube, what is good? BTB, Big Time Breaks, back with another video. Today, we're going to be doing things a little bit different today. Not a vlog, not a box break, nothing like that. Simply just me in front of the camera talking to you guys one-on-one. I asked you guys on Twitter, do you want to see me talk about this Dean Ambrose situation? Knowing that I'm the biggest Dean Ambrose mark on this planet. And overwhelmingly, you guys said yes. So, here I am, right on cue for you guys. Forgive me, my voice is a little choppy, getting over the cold, so bear with me on that. Hopefully you guys still enjoy the video nonetheless. So, with that being said, Dean Ambrose yesterday, in the morning, around 8 a.m. Eastern Time or 7 a.m., I don't really remember. Somebody tweets out that he requests, or he's not renewing his WWE deal at the end of April. And initially, I thought it was just kind of one of those things, like a fake report, and it wasn't. As we all know, WWE later in the day tweets out he won't be renewing his contract. Renee does an Instagram post saying he shoot for the moon or some corny thing like that. So we're like, yeah, it's legit. And then people start questioning, is it really legit? It's unlike WWE to really wish someone well in their future endeavors so publicly on, social media. And, they really never did that with other superstars. So that's got me thinking, especially after the Triple H segment on Monday, when there's kind of some hostility between those two. I mean, I was, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you saw that I was game for a Triple H versus Dean Ambrose feud. I think that would be pretty good. I remember their match at Roadblock a couple years ago. That was a really, really good match. I really enjoyed that. So we'll see what happens. So with that being said, I will definitely tell you, I'm going to assume that this isn't a work. I'm going to assume that this situation is real, and Dean Ambrose will be leaving the WWE after WrestleMania, which I hope is not true, but honestly, man, I kind of do. I kind of would like to see what would happen, where he would go. We all know the options. The new AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor. Maybe go back to CZW. Get a little Jon Moxley action going on. Excuse me. But, man, as I'm sitting here thinking, Dean Ambrose's run in WWE never really lived up to its potential. I can honestly say that. I'm the biggest Dean Ambrose mark there is, but him coming into the WWE as Jon Moxley, if you've seen any clips of him as Jon Moxley, you know that dude was crazy. I mean, he lived up to that persona, the Lunatic Fringe, as Jon Moxley. He never really lived up to that persona as Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose was kind of like a corny dude. I mean, in all sense of the word. And I think all the big fans of Dean, even the guys who hate on Dean or not really a fan, could always see like, man, if they just turned him loose a little bit, he would have a really successful run in the WWE. He never really got that chance. I was just looking, at his credentials. Like if you looked at the back of his baseball card, let's say, in a sense of how many championships he's won, all the matches he's won with the Shield, he's won the tag team belts, he's won Intercontinental, US, and been a WWE champion. You look at that on paper, like how could he be upset with his role in WWE? Look at Cody. I mean, Cody was making great money and decided to leave the company, leave a job he could have stayed at until the end of time, considering his pops and his brother had been with the company for forever. So, it's just one of those things. Like, Dean got offered a 7-figure deal, supposedly. We're assuming the reports we're hearing are true. Hopefully in like April time, you can come back to this video and be like, BTB, you're such a mark, man. Couldn't believe you fell for it. I hope you guys do that. I really do. But with that being said, man, you know, money isn't everything, man. It really isn't. And if you're not happy with, you know, Dean talked about it in his documentary or that 24 or whatever it was called on the network, where it was like, wrestling's his life, man. I mean, it is. And if you're not happy, if this is art to you, and a lot of people consider professional wrestling art, you know, if this is art and you're not being or you're being restricted not being able to do what you want, I don't know, that's kind of tough. So I definitely can respect it that he's supposedly, you know, giving up the money and going elsewhere with his career, and whether he wants to continue wrestling or not. I think that's great that he can overlook the money. He's made some great money over the years, in the 5 or 6 years he's been with the company, but him to give up that money and go elsewhere speaks a lot about him, if it's true. Although there's a little skepticism in my mind that this is real, because I just don't see WWE making the post. If you look at the post, I can't remember what the exact headline was. It was like, you know, we wish him all the best and hope he will come back to the WWE in the near future. Which, man, that's weird. That's a weird way to put it. To me, I don't know if that screen. I mean, mainly the reason I wanted to do this video too was to kind of create a centralized place where we can all just talk about this situation. I think it would be really cool if it was a storyline. I think it's really cool if it's not a storyline. If he decides to go to another promotion or just take a break for a while and then pop up somewhere, wherever he feels like he can be the best Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley, Jonathan Good, that is possible. Because I think the dude's very talented. You're crazy if you don't think he is, because you know, when he was Jon Moxley, he was the man. I mean, and that's why I think a lot of people were such big fans, because, you know, they saw that in him. They saw the potential of his character, and the you know, when the Shield broke up and it was babyface Dean. I mean, that dude, he was like one of the hottest guys in the company. I mean, probably behind Cena as the hottest babyface in the company at that time. Right after the Shield broke up, feuding against Rollins for a little bit. That was really, really good, man. I enjoyed those feuds so much, and even the feuds after Rollins for Dean. And then it kind of just started getting stale a little bit. Him coming off the injury, I thought was really cool, especially with the whole heel thing. I thought they could really, you know, turn him loose, but it really never took off, never really got off the ground. So, man, you know, all in all, wherever he ends up, I'll always be a fan of the dude. Always going to be one of my favorite wrestlers in the industry. But yeah, hopefully it's not true. But if it is, you know, I'll follow his career wherever he goes, and we'll see what happens. If he goes to AEW, the matches he could have with Hangman and Pac, Omega, assuming he's going, Jericho. I mean, he had a pretty good match with Jericho in WWE. Just imagine if the reins were off of him. So yeah, man, we will see what happens with Dean Ambrose in the coming months. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think of this situation. If I had to bet, I'm going to say right now, if I had to bet, this situation is a work. That's what, and maybe that's just because I'm hopeful, but in my opinion, I do believe it's a work. I think it's going to intertwine with Triple H at WrestleMania. If you listen to the words in the promo by Ambrose on Monday Night Raw, he mentions how he's always been there for Rollins through thick and thin, and he's always believed in him. So maybe that somehow correlates into this Triple H feud that kind of got teased on Monday Night Raw. Or maybe I'm just being too hopeful. Let me know in the comments below. I still got a couple hobby boxes or blaster boxes of Road to WrestleMania 2019 for Randy that I got to crack at some point. I've been so busy, as you notice. I'm just chilling in my basement recording this video very casually. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this where I kind of just ramble for a while, also let me know. So let me know in the comments. I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is BTB, Big Time Breaks, and I'm out to the next one. Peace.